ADR, this is King Black, and I know y'all must be sitting out there wondering to yourself, why oh why does King Black have a Taurus G3 sitting on his lap while he's making a video? Well, the title of this video is talking about these woke celebrities like Plies talking some nonsense, talking about how the stand your ground law was made for people who can't fight and blah 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 blah. Now let me ask him something. Like if people came at him like they did XXX Tentacion, or people came at him like Young Dolph, there ain't no fighting, man. You know what I'm saying? When Plies was talking about the Kyle Rittenhouse case, yeah, those are different set of circumstances. But think about it, though. Stand your ground law doesn't just apply to protests. Stand your ground law, is made for self-defense. So Plies, a famous artist with some hits back in the day, is going to come out and say the stand your ground law is for people who don't know how to fight. All right. So people ran up on him 3 or 4 deep. You telling me he's going to Bruce Lee his way out of that, especially if they all are carrying? Yeah, see, I don't think so. I think if Plies had the choice and he was carrying something, at least he has a chance of defending himself. And if, in the event of defending yourself, somebody unfortunately pass away, that's why we have the legal system. You have to, if you got to fight it out in court, show that your life was in danger and use of lethal force was justified, then that's just something you got to do. Because at the end of the day, when when people, you don't know what's going on in somebody else's head. So when you're getting attacked, you don't know how far that person is willing to go. And I'm gonna tell you what, you ain't gonna want to find out either. You can't just live in this world thinking everything is, all rosy. Thinking, oh no, you see, if I get knocked out, they're just gonna leave it at that. Run through my pockets and leave. That's not how this world works, man. There's a lot of people out here that, after your pockets are ran through, they're gonna go ahead and make sure that you ain't got no information to give. You know, it's like that old pirate saying, dead man tell no tales. And then you got people out here that just live for the moment, so they're not afraid to take your life. So in this whole Rittenhouse case, I don't want to go too deep into that. Maybe in a different video. But I get tired of hearing these celebrities out here with this money, with these bodyguards and armed security and big ass bouncers, acting like everybody just gotta deal with what's coming to them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about you, but if you got somebody like, let's pull out some stuff that maybe y'all know. Let's say y'all got 2 to 3 attackers coming at y'all. One as big as Suge Knight, another one like Kimbo Slice. You telling me you're gonna fight your way out that situation if you're not the aggressor? You know what I'm saying? If you're just defending yourself, because one thing is using this unprovoked. You know what I'm saying? That is a no-no. That's something I don't advocate or stand by. But when you out there having to try to get away from the situation and there's no way out, or they ain't leaving you no way out, and it's only you versus 2 or 3, and sometimes even if it's just against one, like I said, everybody's mentality is different. You're not trying to see if the other person is just about trying to beat you down and that's it. And you don't know what they got on them either. They could have a knife, they could have a gun. So am I saying when somebody squares up, you pull this out right away? No, I'm not. I'm just saying, especially those of us in the lifestyle, y'all should be good enough at reading body language to know, subtle signs in the body when people are about to take things to a different level. You can feel that energy in that environment, and it's even worse when it's in a crowded environment, because you know what, it just feeds off each other. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. Somebody sees somebody else getting stomped out, then all you hear is a bunch of people like applauding that on, or acting like that person getting stumped out deserves it. So some people want to jump in and get one in. You know what I'm saying? Without even knowing the full story. And that draws me into like third party encounters, which I'll get into in another video. But the point is the justice system works how it works. You know what I'm saying? It applies to everybody. It doesn't matter race, creed, organization. You know what I'm saying? In regards to the Kyle Rittenhouse situation, had there been no recorded events, yeah, maybe the outcome would have been different. But I mean, because there are so many videos taken, and because initially you see him running away, even if people thought he was an active shooter, he wasn't exhibiting active shooter behavior. Because if somebody's out there just trying to kill people, why would he run away? You know, he'll just let off shots as he's running away at people. You know what I'm saying? He tried to run away first, and when then he was backed up against a car and he was swung on, hey man, all bets are off. Like I said, when once people know you got this and you take this out, you gotta use it. Because I tell you what, you turn your back or you not paying attention, and somebody takes you out, they're gonna take this and either use it against you or take off with it. And then now they got it. Now you gotta worry about tracking it down. It's just a mess, man. Do I advocate everybody be out there strapped? No, because there's people out there who don't know the proper way to use this. There's too many people out there losing their Second Amendment right because they're out there brandishing when they ain't got to. They're out there doing road rage incidents out there, trying to put this out the window, trying to intimidate people. Like, that's a no-no. You know what I'm saying? This is a tool. See, mine's got the safety on, safety off. My finger ain't going anywhere near that trigger anyway. But I'm going to just put it back on just for my own preference because where I'm at, I ain't that worried about it. But that's why, you know what I'm saying? This is invented as well. You gotta train yourself to take that off when you're ready. Put it back on when you're not ready. But I still got one in the chamber though. And why the G3? Because man, it's just nice. I like it. It's cheap. You know what I'm saying? Something happens to it, oh well. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no Gucci Glock that I gotta worry about. So back to my point. When I hear people like that, you know, talking, these celebrities, and it's not just Plies, it's all these other people. You know, what's going on in Georgia with the Arbery case is completely different. So my point of view towards the Rittenhouse case and all that, you know, personally, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but personally, I'm okay with how that went down. You know what I'm saying? It was unfortunate. People lost their lives. I'm not downplaying that. But it could have been avoided, you know, had he never gone down there. But the point of the matter is, because he had it out, because it was a rifle, people knew he had it. It just drew attention, man. When you take this out, this draws attention. People pay attention. You know, you could be out there loudmouth and whatever, people pass you by, but as soon as they see this, it's all eyes on you. You know what I'm saying? For better or for worse. And you better be prepared for every time this finger goes into that trigger guard and you got to pull it to prepare to defend that choice. Whether it be unofficially, officially, in the court of law, in the court of your peers, public opinion, internet court, whatever the case is, you know, you got to be prepared to stand by the decisions you make, most of all. And at the end of the day, even though I pull these out, like I said, my end goal isn't to teach y'all to be negative, to lead y'all as the Latin King that I am down a path of violence and destruction. I've always advocated this as a tool of self-defense because I'm not dumb, I'm not ignorant, I'm not naive. When I chose to join the nation so many years ago, you know, I attached myself for life, and with that comes different implications. You know, just because I live it a certain way doesn't mean that rival organizations won't try me. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean people won't treat won't treat me different. You know what I'm saying? And depending where you live at, this is a must. If you live in Chicago, different parts in Florida, you live in certain parts of Cali, like, yo, even if you're not affiliated, you gotta sometimes have this on you because people be trying you. And we see that. A lot of the incidents recently have been a lot of mob attacks. People aren't out here doing one on ones. They're out here 3, 5, 7, 9, and 13 people deep, you know, trying to achieve a goal that they got in mind. But when you pull this out and it's you against six, yeah, I mean, you might lose, but at the same time, if they're not expecting you to pull this out, that's when you see their true character. Because for the most part, a lot of these incidences, you see how fast they be shooting blindly and trying to run away once they start getting shot back at them. So, anyways, Plies don't know what he's talking about. Everybody's trying to make this about race. Ain't, you know what I'm saying? And me being Hispanic, and on top of that, Puerto Rican that's had its own trials and tribulations with the government. You know, I've always held the belief that, you can only do the best you can, man. Things are going to play out the way they're going to play out. Just, you got to be smart. Don't be dumb. Don't be out there trying to listen to these woke ass celebrities, and if something happens to you and you tell that person who's pointing one of these at you to put it down and fight you one on one, they ain't going to do that, man. I'm going to tell you that right now. If anything, they're going to grow even more emboldened because they know you ain't got one. So, ADR, King Black.